grams of plant-based proteins, pea, rice, hemp. It's also, beyond that, it's got 250 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids, also from plant sources, as well as a boatload of vitamins and minerals and super antioxidants. So this is so much more than just a protein powder. But with that said, here's what I do with this on a consistent basis. Now, one of the areas that is so important for me as far as this drink is concerned is with breakfast. All right, now, I'm not one who wants to get up 45 minutes earlier to actually put together this elaborate breakfast. So often I will use this as a drink for my meal replacement in the morning, and sometimes I'll have it for a snack in the afternoon or maybe a post-workout snack, something on that level. Yeah, but this is what I'm generally going to do. Now, I like to get a good combination of my fats and my carbohydrates and my protein together. So the blend that I always put together is, first I start with a coconut oil. Now, not coconut oil, actually coconut milk. Now, a coconut milk, while everything is usually preferred to get organic, coconut milk is not highly sprayed, so if you get it non-organic, you're usually going to be pretty good there. Now, the blend that I typically like is I put about half of a can of the coconut milk, and if you'll notice, I'm using a plastic spatula and not a knife. I used to use a knife, and then I recognized I was scraping the inside of the can and ending up in my drink. Not so good, right? So I use about a half a can of coconut milk, so that's where I begin. Once I have that half a can of coconut milk in, then I use I happen to get this generally from Trader Joe's. I either use an almond milk or a hemp milk, and whichever one I do use it unsweetened. And I'm going to generally put about an equal amount of the either almond milk or hemp milk that I did of the coconut milk. All right, so that's the start. Then from there, I'm going to add 1 scoop of the protein powder. Now, this protein powder comes in chocolate, which I love, but I happen to be out of at home right now, so I'm using the vanilla. And there's also a vanilla that is sweetened with stevia, so that's a great option for a lot of people. So I'm going to put the 1 scoop of the protein powder in that drink. For myself, I prefer to actually also get some animal protein in there. So I'm going to use a really high quality egg. These are organic, cage-free, pastured eggs. And I'm going to actually put 1 egg in my drink. Maybe a post-workout, it might be 2 instead of 1. And what I'm going to do then, and obviously for others who aren't comfortable with a raw egg, you're not going to be adding that, or somebody who is a vegan won't be adding the raw egg. But again, we're starting out with the plant-based proteins and omega-3s. So those who are interested in animal proteins and added fat and benefit of the raw egg can actually put that in there. Now, from that, then I also like a little flavoring. So I'll use a little bit of cinnamon. I'll put a few shakes of cinnamon in there. I say a little bit, but I usually put more than a little bit. And I just put 1 or 2 quick shakes of nutmeg. Now, once I get to that point, we're just basically covering this up. We're obviously going to hit blend, which you heard right there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to end up with that yummy shake that we were talking about. Now remember, this shake right here, just from the protein powder, is 15 grams of vegetable-based proteins. It's 250 grams of vegetable-based omega-3 fatty acids. It's loaded with a super antioxidant compound, as well as high amounts of vitamins and minerals. And you know what? Beside for that, the other part is it's really yummy. And that's what's great is when you can actually, I remember the protein powders when I was a kid that they tasted like you were eating chalk from the chalkboard. These are actually so enjoyable, packed with nutrition, and that's basically what I do with my PureLean protein powder. So anyway, I am Glenn Depke from Depke Wellness. Wellness for yourself and wellness for the world. I thank you.